Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. You know, my last makeup video was my Sephora haul, where I showed you all new makeup that I got from the famous Sephora sale. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a first impressions and trying on all that delicious new makeup that I got and showed you in that video. So I have it all in this nice toy shop bag. Dump the goods out and start with this tutorial. Got lots of goodies, let me show you. Here is some behind the scenes, ladies. We got all my makeup that I'm going to be trying. Enough of this, let's get started. Low battery. Okay, first I'm going to try the Unicorn Essence, and then the Farsali Rose Gold Elixir, and then the Algenist Color Correcting Radiant Primer. These two are more of a skincare prep before I actually apply the foundation. It plays a big role in how the foundation's gonna apply. Taking care of your skin and applying proper primers will help ensure that your foundation lasts. So first, the Unicorn Essence. I'm applying it with a brush because if I use a sponge, it's just gonna absorb too much of it and waste some of the product. So here's this fancy pink, but I'm just applying that with my brush. You can use your hands, but my hands are dirty. This Unicorn Essence, it says it acts as a serum, but I already have so many serums. That's why I wish I didn't get this. Oh, it says apply before moisturizer, but maybe used as a primer before makeup application. I already have moisturizer on because I already washed my face. Now I'm gonna layer it with this Farsali Rose Gold Elixir. So you can use this as a serum or can be applied prior to or mixed in with makeup. I'm gonna apply this before. This is clear with some rose gold flecks in it. Now this feels a lot more oily than the Unicorn Essence. The Unicorn Essence absorbed right in, but this rose gold elixir feels a lot more oily. It seems like it's pretty fast absorbing. It doesn't leave like a thick oily residue on your face. You can just tell my skin looks a little more moisturized and very luminous and healthy with that. Another time I'll have to mix this in with my foundation. It's just gonna really sheer it out and give it a more luminous, dewy look to it, but that is not what I wanna go with when I apply this Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup. I don't wanna sheer this out, and I don't wanna have the oil in this break down this product. I want a lot of coverage and see how long this really does last. So that's why I'm just applying this beforehand. It has rosehip seed oil, which is very healthy and fatty and is high in linoleic acids and vitamin C. So this is actually good for acne prone skin just because it's gonna give you those fatty acids that are gonna help heal acne. But it's just supposed to help your complexion and give you a healthy looking look. Now I'm going to apply the Algenist Color Correcting Radiant Primer. I love this brand. I think this is a very underrated brand, and it's very top notch. Smooth over entire face with clean fingertips. I guess I'll use my fingertip. Can you see on my finger? It's white with a bunch of micro beads, like yellow micro beads, and I even see like purple, I think greens in there. So you're supposed to rub it together with your fingertips, and that will just break the micro beads to reveal all the color correcting ingredients inside them. I have a lot of redness in my skin tone. It's something I'm self-conscious about and always trying to cover. So I always look for color correcting primers. So far, I think it did a good job. I like the microbeads in this and how they pop when you rub them. It's supposed to help dull skin and just help brighten. Now I'm going to apply the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup. I got the color 3in1 Ivory Beige. Here's the beautiful glass bottle. Shake it up. It doesn't sound too liquidy. It sounds like it's a nice thick consistency. I don't like that there's no pump in it, but a lot of you told me that I could get a pump from MAC and apply it in there. So I need to do that. I'm just going to apply it a little to the back of my hand and work from the back of my hand. And the reason that I don't like that this has a pump is every time I open it, it's exposing it to air. So that can oxidize the product, which changes the color of it. Products can oxidize really fast. So I'm going to apply half my face with this brush and then the other half with my beauty sponge and see which way I like better. I've just applied a little more to my hand, but usually I like applying it to my face with a brush more because I feel like the sponge just absorbs a lot of it, and I don't like feeling like my product is wasted. So first I just lightly stroke it on, and then once it's on, then I'll dab. Overall, both sides of the face look really good. So far I'm pleased with the outcome. I think when you take a lot of steps prior to your foundation, that can really play a role in how your skin will look once your foundation's on. So it is good to invest in a skin enhancing serum. Honestly, I do recommend this because this just makes your skin look very soft and healthy. And I like that I applied it before, not mixed in, because I feel like it could kind of break down the consistency. And then I really recommend this Algenist Color Correcting Radiant Primer if you're looking for a color correcting primer. If you have any dull looking skin or if you have redness, this is going to be a really good top-notch product to help with that. So just remember, it takes certain steps. You know, you can't just slather on foundation and be like, why does it look bad? Because if you have dry skin, your foundation's gonna get stuck in those patches, or it's just not gonna look good. So you wanna make sure you're like taking proper steps, and that will help your foundation last and look good. Beautiful foundation. I'm very glad I tried that out. So now I'm just curious to see how it plays out throughout the day, and I will again leave a little comment in my description bar. I link them, and it'll take you directly to the site, usually Sephora, either Sephora or Nordstrom. Anyways, next to the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, I'll write my updated review on how it wore throughout the day. So next I'm going in with another Algenist product. I love this brand. It says it's biotechnology from San Francisco, so they have more of a scientific approach, which means it's gonna last and work good. So this is a Tinted Eye Brightener. This is the Color Correcting Eye Brightener Serum. So this is peach toned, and I'm just going to apply a little, 4 dots under my eye, under my concealer. So this will just really help brighten my concealer, and I'm going to apply concealer on top of it. I'm going to apply the Tarte Shape Tape in the color Light on top of it. But this side of the face, I'll brush it out with the brush. And then so I feel like when I used my finger and sponge on this side, more of the product remained. The brush kind of wore some of it away. So I recommend just using your finger to blend this out, because it's a little product, it won't take too long. This is just gonna help cancel out dark circles and just help brighten your under eye area. Now I'm going in with concealer. So brighteners I only apply in that half moon shape under my eye, but concealers I'll actually bring down in that upside down triangle. Do you see, like I start from the inner corner of my eye, down the side of my nose to the end of my nostril, and then bring it up back to my hairline. And the reason I do that is it just makes sure that I'm really covering that under eye area, and it will really brighten that under eye area, because you don't want to just stop at that half moon, because that can almost bring more attention to your under eye area, your under eye bag. So by bringing it down, that will just brighten this whole area and just really help add dimension to your face and help your eyes just look lifted up and help cancel out those dark circles. And usually whatever's extra, I will add to the center of my forehead, the bridge of my nose, around my nose, because you can get a lot of redness there, and my chin, and that just balances out all that you have under your eye area, and it will just very nonchalantly bring light to those areas, because those are areas you want to highlight. Just really help add dimension and some structure to your face. It's just one of the best tricks in the book, I think. So I'm going to set my face. I have the Fx Illuminating Setting Powder that I'm going to try out. So I'm trying out this Fx Illuminating Setting Powder. It says paraben, fragrance, gluten, mineral oil, and talc free. It says it's rich in antioxidants known to soothe and reduce redness. Ooh, I didn't even know that. A little into the lid. It's kind of that yellowishy cream tint to it. I'm just gonna grab, this is a Charlotte Tilbury powder and sculpt brush, and just kind of pat this under my eye area to set. And this is honestly one of like the biggest deciding factors for me when I apply a powder under my eye area. If it magnifies lines and really dries out that area, then I don't like it, because you don't want powder to age you. You want it to still moisturize your skin but set your face and absorb some oil, but you don't want it to age you. We do not want that. I'm just going to apply the Nars Laguna bronzer in Laguna. It's one of my favorite bronzers. I'm just using this MAC brush to do so. It's nothing contoured, it's just a powder brush, so it's just gonna add some warmth and get it on. Now I'm going to apply my favorite blush. This is the Nars blush in the color Orgasm. Here is the packaging. Take out that. It's just a beautiful pink with some golden sheen to it. So I usually apply my brush in there and then tap off a little excess on my hand, just so it's not being applied too intensely. And then if a little's left, like after I apply it there, then I'll just tap a little there. It's a little too messy, it's not gonna, so I'm just going back and forth, bringing it a third into my face. I just like that outer added flush to my cheeks, and then whatever's left, I'll bring a little upward, but for the most part, I keep it back. Something I like to do after I apply blush is to go in with a duo fiber brush. This is like an airbrush brush, but this is by Sigma, the duo fiber F50, the this is one of my favorite brushes, but I'll just go over everything, the bronzer and the blush, and it will just help everything look more airbrushed. It'll blur away any harsh lines from the bronzer or the blush. So this is a great little trick. Just go over everything with a duo fiber brush. I'm just going in circular motions. So now that I have all my powders applied, I like applying a setting spray. That'll just help my powders and cream products to blend in more naturally and help it look more like skin. It will take away the powdery look to my skin. So something that I got from Sephora, one of my all-time favorite products, is this Caudalie Beauty Elixir. This is the Jason Wu edition. So Jason Wu for Caudalie, I thought this was a little fancy, so I splurged and got this because it was a limited edition Jason Wu, so I had to get it. But this is a beauty elixir. I use it in a lot of tutorials. You can mist it onto your face before applying your moisturizer or at any time of the day to refreshen skin or set makeup. But I use this more to set my makeup rather than skincare. So I'm gonna shake it up. You can see that the oils settle at the top, so you just need to shake it up and then mist it onto your face. I love the spray. I think that's what makes it so magical, because it just lightly mists. It doesn't like shoot out at your face like a fire hydrant. It's just lightly misted onto your face, so it feels very luxurious. It says inspired by the elixir of youth used by Queen Isabel of Hungary. I didn't know that. This skincare visibly smooths features. So maybe that's why I like it. It's supposed to smooth features, tightens pores, and provides a burst of radiance to the complexion. And I'm telling you, it does all of that. It definitely tightens your pores. I find it helps my makeup last a long time. You can even spray this throughout the day and then it helps smooth your features. Something I like to do after I apply that too is to go over it with this sponge. And this is a good airbrush technique, but it will just help press this into your skin and help absorb any powder. So it's just a good trick to help your skin look beautiful. I know I just sprayed, but I just forgot I do have highlighter. I have the Marc Jacobs Dewdrops Coconut Gel Highlighter. I'm still gonna apply this for you, even though I did powder, but initially I would have loved to have applied this before my powder products. Look how beautiful this is. I just think their packaging is so pretty. I like the glass bottle and it just looks so chic with the white lid, the silver, and the pump applicator. I love that. So their coconut gel highlighter, you know, I applied powders, but that's okay. I'm gonna try this out and see how it looks on top of powders. You know, I'm going to apply a little of this, dispense a little of it on the back of my hand. I remember in my Sephora haul when I was showing you this, it was very concentrated, very pigmented. So I'm just going to apply a little on the back of my hand and just keep kind of wiping it just so a little will be dispensed. I'm using my sponge. But I'm going to apply that to the high points of my cheekbones and then bring it up along my brow bone in that C shape. You can see that this is very, very concentrated. It smells very good. I love the smell of this. It smells coconutty and beachy. I love it. I kind of do like a little on the tip of my nose. I find that sometimes it elongates my nose. I don't want too much because a wet nose is kind of weird looking. I never like applying highlighter in the center of my face because it magnifies my pores. It will magnify your pores and just make you look oily and shiny and make your pores look very large. And you usually don't want that. Surprisingly, this applied beautifully on top of powders, so A+ to that. I think if you take a little amount and apply with a damp sponge, you'll be fine. You know, maybe I even prefer it that way. That way powders aren't like taken away from the sheen and the beauty of it. So how do I look? Blend it in if you want for a more natural look, but who wants natural these days? Now moving on to eyes, my personal favorite thing to do. So I'm gonna prime my eyes. I already had this primer. This is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. And then an extra measure that I always do is apply this MAC paint pot in the color Soft Ochre. This will just cancel out any veins on your eyelids if you have that, and it kind of has a little stickiness to it, so it will just help your shadows stick and prevent them from wearing away throughout the day. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna apply some brows and then come back at you with the shadow. So I'm also going to be using the Tardis Pro Amazonian Clay palette, and mine looks dirty. I just got it, but unfortunately one of the colors was broken. It's hard for me to get this vertical so you can see it because unfortunately this color classic broke. I don't feel like returning it. I'm gonna actually add a little rubbing alcohol alcohol in it, chop it up more, mix it together, and it will dry good as new. So that's a good trick if any of your powders ever break. First, I'm getting my brush. I prefer this brush. This is by IT Cosmetics. Just one of the softest brushes I've used, which really make it more enjoyable for me to use. Next, I'm going to go in with just the barest color. This is my Broken Color Classic, but I'm dipping my brush in. You want to tap off the excess, especially if you have your eye makeup already done. If you don't want to do that, you can use eyeshadow shields, or you can grab like toilet paper and just put it under there, because believe it or not, a lot of eyeshadow when you're rubbing it on your eyes can fall out. Next, I'm going to go in with this lighter tan color, Innocent. So since I already have makeup on, I'm going to apply my fancy little shield. I'm gonna go in with this, which is a darker, warmer tan shade. It kind of has a reddish undertone. This is really gonna help your eyes pop. It's great for any eye color. So, I mean, if you have blue or green eyes, this is really gonna help enhance those colors. But even if you have brown eyes, it will look beautiful on you. If you have black or white eyes, it will look good on you too. So these colors are very pigmented. A little goes a long way. It looks like there's a lot of fallout. So I'm gonna get my nice old eye shield. So you can see that this is a much darker color. I'm just building up the color now, adding a little more definition, a little more color, and this is just gonna really help give you a more dramatic look and help smoke it out. Now, before I go in with this color Smoked, which is the darkest color in that line, I'm gonna go in with this brownish color right here called Edgy. I'm lightly dipping my brush in there, and then I'm just gonna concentrate this on the outer part first, whereas before I started in the center, but this I'm just starting in the outer part of my eye, the outer corner. And I'm just going in that C shape in small circular and upward circular motions. Just keep doing that C. Next, I'm going to apply this dark color called Smoked. And I'm just concentrating this on the outer part of my eye. Just going in that C shape. And then slowly blurring it out with tiny circular and backward circular motions. But I'm avoiding my lid. Obviously a little will naturally blend onto it, which is totally fine, but I'm not like making an effort to apply it to my lid. So I think that looks beautiful. You can honestly go in with any of the colors you use and keep building it up, but I think this is perfect. I think the key is just to slowly work your way down the line of colors. A lot of palettes come with colors that they recommend that you use in the line, so you could do that for any of these. If you wanted a purple smoky eye, I would just go down the line. If you wanted a pink smoky eye, I would go down the line. And if you wanted your classic black smoky eye, I'd go down the line. And these are the colors that you can apply on your lid. So I can even show you what that would look like. Now I'm going to apply just the color they recommend for these. I'm gonna apply the color Ethereal. So you wanna take a flat synthetic brush, and I'm going to dip it in. Wow, that's really pigmented and beautiful. Now, if you want this to stand out more, you can dip your brush in it and then spray it with either the MAC Fix Plus, or I love using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. So spray it after you already dipped it into the palette, and then press that onto your eyelid, and it will give it more of a foil magnetic look. Isn't that beautiful? You can even apply it to your lower lash line to even that out. Now, same thing on the other eye. I just did 3 coats. I think that's perfect. So I'm starting from the inner part of my eye and just stopping where the crease meets, because I don't want to go over all this powder. So I'm just bringing it up to where the crease meets and stopping about 1/3 of the way. You can even go in with your original brush and just lightly in circular motions go over everything to make sure there's no lines, and just make sure it like naturally blends in. So now I'm done with the Tarte palette. Now I'm going to apply these beautiful things. So these are, again, the STILA Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. This is in the color Molten Midnight, and this is in the color Gold Goddess. I'm just gonna apply the gold since I don't want black. I'm going directly with this and applying just a little of this to the center. And then I'm gonna spread it out with my flat synthetic brush, which will bring it to the inner part of the eye, and I'm not bringing it into the crease. I'm stopping where my crease meets. That is beautiful. I will say that is beautiful. These are very liquidy, very wet. These are very pigmented. Oh, these are beautiful. This is a beautiful way to get glitter onto your eye without worrying about it falling onto your face. These liquid beauties, very beautiful. These are beautiful. I will definitely use the Molten Midnight in another tutorial when I have a darker eye going on, more of a like rocker chic night going on. But this Golden Goddess is so beautiful. If you love glitter like me, this is a great option because this just quickly gets it on. You don't have to mess with glitter glue and you don't have to worry about it falling onto your face. This will definitely take your makeup look up a notch. Oh my goodness, I love that. So I am going to apply a little liquid liner. A liner that I really like is the Urban Decay Perversion Waterproof Fine Point Eye Pen. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot that I have the white and then the mint from the Tarte clay pot. So I'm gonna show you how I use these. I'm gonna use a mint in the waterline. Maybe even use the white to kind of outline my liner. First, I'm going to take an angled eyeliner brush, dip it in the white. This is super creamy, whoa. And this is going to help sharpen up my eyeliner too. I kind of messed up on this side, so I'm hoping it will help fix that. This side is struggling. All right, be right back. I have to redo this liner. She's driving me crazy. Okay, so I have a very subtle white line, just kind of lining my eyeliner. So that is how I'm using the white liner. I'm going to use the mint on my waterline, which is just a very fun color to help blue and green eyes pop. Even if you have brown eyes, this would be beautiful on you. I think it's so fun to apply a color on your waterline. It's very subtle. You almost miss it, but when you do see it, it's like, whoa, girl, that's fun, that's fun. But if you are afraid of color, white would be a great option for your waterline because it will just help your eyes look bigger. If you have tired red eyes, this will help the whites of your eyeballs to look whiter. So I just dipped this into the clay pot. It's very creamy, so I tapped off a little excess on my hand. It's very creamy and pigmented. I'm even going to apply a little black eyeliner just to the outer part and blend that in. So just a little black eyeliner right there. I'm gonna just blend it out with a more dense brush. See, that definitely tones it down a little more. Now I'm going to apply a little mascara. Now lastly, lip. I have this lip gloss by Marc Jacobs. I'm just gonna apply a tiny bit. This is in the color Forbidden Fruit. So everyone, that completes my first impressions makeup tutorial. Initially, I'm very impressed with all the makeup I got. So my favorite product that I would recommend would be the STILA Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. I love the Gold Goddess. I haven't tried the Molten Midnight, but I will. But I love the application of these. You don't need a glitter glue and they don't fall out. I have no fallout, which I love. I like how they dry. They just dry so beautifully. They don't remain wet. They don't clump up in the crease. It's just a beautiful glitter. So I highly recommend these. My second favorite product that I would recommend is the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. This is the special edition Jason Wu edition. You can just get the regular one and they have a smaller sample size to save you some money. But definitely this will tighten your pores and just help smooth your skin and just help your powders to blend in more seamlessly with your foundation and cream product. Do I have a number 3? Definitely this. The Tardis Pro Eyeshadow Palette. Beautiful colors. All in all, everything seems to be doing beautifully together. Like, I'm really impressed with the Rose Gold Elixir. I need to keep trying it out a couple more times to see how it plays out. And I really like the Algenist Color Correcting Radiant Primer. I think this does a good job at color correcting. And I'm really impressed with the Double Wear Foundation. I'm curious to see how it plays out the rest of the day. So I'll leave you a review and the description bar below if any of you read that. I always have great little tidbits in there. But all in all, safe to say I am 100% happy, 99% happy with everything I got. This is going back. It's just not necessary for me, you know? I have so many serums with better ingredients. It has some dyes in it that just aren't good for you. I really appreciate you guys watching. Leave a comment below. Let me know if you'd like to see anything else, or if you have any questions. And I will see you guys in my next video. So have a great May Day, and I'll see you later. Bye.